Guys, we have one more logical topology which is called as domain model, and this domain model, it is also called as client server model, and we can have more than one servers. Okay, so just remember this terminology: domain model, it is also called as client server model. So the system administrators use servers to control the client in the network. So system administrator, what they will do, they will use this server. So let us say we have one server and we have two clients here. So system administrator will control these two clients from this server. Okay, and it has centralized database, and the database, it is ntds.dit, where the user accounts are saved. So this server, it is having the centralized database. Okay, we have user 1, user 2, user 3. So you don't need to create this username and password, this user accounts on the clients. What you will do, you will create the user accounts on the server. Okay, and let us say user 1 wants to use this computer 1. So what he will do, he will log in, he will enter his username and password, and the request will go to the server. Server is having the database. We have created the username and passwords on server. So server will check whether this user 1 is available in the database or not. It is available and password is also correct, then it will allow this user 1 to use this computer 1. After some time, this user 1 wants to use computer 2. Again, he will log in, he will enter his username and password to computer 2. The request will go to server. Server will check the username, user 1 is available, then this server will allow this user 1 to use this computer 2 as well. You don't need to create the username and passwords, multiple username and password on clients. You are going to create the username and password once, and it will be authenticated by server. So let us say, take the same example. We have 100 users and we have 100 computers. So with this domain model, with this client server model, you are going to create the 100 users, 100 accounts on this server only once. You don't need to create this 100 users on 100 computers. You are going to create it only once. Okay, user 1, user 2, and so on. After that, as we have discussed, all the users can access all the computers now, and it will be authenticated by server. So 10 users have resigned your company, so you will delete these 10 users on this server. Okay, you will delete it, and 10 more users or 10 more employees have joined the organizations. So you will create 10 username and password on this server. You don't need to go to the clients. You can manage it centrally. Okay, so system administrators use servers to control the clients in the network. It has centralized database where user accounts are saved, and NTDS means New Technology Directory Service. DIT stands for Directory Information Service. This is the database on the domain controller. And if any user wants to access other computer, he doesn't need to create the account again. We can save the data in centralized server. And guys, Kerberos is a network authentication protocol. It is designed to provide the strong authentication for client server application by using secret keys. So let us say user 1 wants to log into this computer. Okay, so he will enter the username and password. The request will go to the server. Server is authenticating. So who is taking this username from client to server and server to client? There is a protocol called Kerberos. So with the help of this Kerberos protocol, this authentication is done. And Kerberos is a network authentication protocol. It's designed to provide the strong authentication for client server application. So it is used for the authentication, and it provides the security as well.